everyone, it's Andrea here. Today's video is going to be more on a focus for social media and marketing concepts for small businesses. And within small businesses, I'm going to be doing a focus more if you are a startup or you are a flagship mom and pop store, or if you are a website or a service. So it really doesn't matter, but this is a focus on a smaller business. Whether you do have the investment of someone who just started off being a full-time social media consultant or analyst for you, or maybe you just don't have the funds or the availability to hire someone to do that full-time for you right now, that is not a problem. Focusing and managing your social account is supposed to be something that is an add-on. It is an additional way to get to your already existing customers or expand your customer base. And so within that, you can increase whether it's traffic that you want to focus on, it's engagement, it is brand recognition, or if it's ultimately sales, which is return on investment. So there are many ways that social media can be extremely beneficial to you. The first step obviously is focusing on what type of small business are you? Are you a service like a spa? Are you a car dealership? Or are you selling products like, are you a retail store? Are you a manufacturer? So there's many different ways that you need to kind of break it down. Do you have a website only business? Do you have an only a brick and mortar mom and pop shop that people can come visit to you? It's not difficult, and it's very easy to be able to get customers and already not customers to get engaging with you, to follow you, and ultimately buying whatever it is that you're selling. So first off, we can talk about social media. There are many different platforms out there, and it's really focusing on what do you want to tailor to and what is your demographic and customer really utilizing. So that could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, it could be Snapchat, it can be Pinterest, Twitter, whatever it may be. You can certainly utilize that. There are other ways that you can use some type of social media, or another way to connect and engage with customers, or just traffic in general, and that could be through like a Spotify account, and that's increasing, getting people to be involved of like, hey, this is what I listen to in the office, and just kind of getting that fun vibe or kind of behind the scenes concept of who you are and your identity. So that's kind of a snippet. I will be very honest and transparent with you all, as of course I always will be, that yes, followers are great. Likes, engagement on your photos, that's great too. But ultimately, those are feel goods. And so with that can maybe initiate people's interest to go to your Instagram page, or ultimately click that follow button. Because within society now, especially in social media, if some page has a large amount of traffic, or a large amount of people liking their photos or engaging and commenting and asking for more, most people are going to be intrigued by that and want to be a part of it, because that's society now, where we want to be a part of something that's cool. We want to be a part of something that majority of this population finds interesting to be connected to on a daily basis. Because nowadays, in the way that social media and really just marketing concepts have created and molded us now, is that we basically have the interest or kind of the brain capacity to be engaged with a photo or some kind of promotion for about 3 seconds. And so within that, it's either that 3 seconds we are bored of and we're going to continue scrolling by, or we're going to change the channel radio dial, or we're going to switch the channel on TV, or it's going to make us feel something, whether it's, hey, I can see myself in that photo, I can see myself utilizing that product, that's how I feel, or hey, I would really like to achieve that, that's my goal in life, I love to go on this trip. Or I can see like my boyfriend or my mom or girlfriend, whoever it is, using that. You just had me stop and focus, take my time out of something I'm getting bombarded with every day and connecting with it somehow. And that is huge. That is the first step within social media. And that's really within photos. So if you don't have an in-house photographer at this time to be able to create, and maybe you don't have the skills that you'd like to possess to be able to create the kind of content or photos that you're wanting, that's not a problem. There's so many different types of photographers out there that can really help you achieve your ultimate goals. So that could be someone who is really good at landscapes, or someone who's exceptional at taking, photos of couples together. And there's a lot of startup photographers who really just want to build their portfolios, who could be a great connection and help you out. There's also, the connection of bloggers who will, utilize your product for, a small cost or an exchange of your product to be able to talk about it and really tell their true, honest, transparent review on it Take back to your website if you have that. Take back to your directions to your store. Not a problem. They can certainly do that and get that exposure, or take back on your social media. So these are just kind of like FYIs. But like I said, I'm going to hammer that on you. Likes and follows are not everything. It's ultimately on what is your goal. If your goal is to get a number of likes on your social media, that's great, but that's not what's going to keep the lights on in your store or paying the bills for your website. It's ultimately getting people to buy what you're wanting to sell. And if that's a blog, that's not a problem either. You're wanting to increase traffic. That's your goal. And so by increasing traffic, you can find different ways. Sorry, this light is so funny. I'll move it over here. In different ways. So through this, I'm really wanting to kind of hammer out campaigns. Campaigns are a great source that, a big social media company I'll throw out there is Facebook. Now, Facebook is an umbrella that also owns Instagram. These are two very top leading social media accounts. I can say that I work with them on a daily basis. Now, that may not be the outlet that you want to utilize. Maybe your demographic, utilizes more of a Snapchat or, Pinterest account. That is not a problem. But what's nice within Facebook especially is that they are creating, promotional offer campaigns that you can pop up that you maybe are offering free shipping on your website. And it doesn't cost anything to create that. And you can actually have people share the post, again, for free. So you don't have to pay. Campaigns, you can pay for, a certain traffic that you're wanting to go after and for a certain amount of times and how long you want it to go. You can also create carousel images. So it can be literally 6 images within one post. It's kind of like a mini storybook of what you're wanting to explain. Or if you wanted to, you can honestly create 6 different images. Wow, this is goofy. 6 different images, and then you can have those 6 different images become 6 separate posts. So then it's not the same thing coming up where, as I mentioned, we have the brains of a goldfish now, and really kind of the engagement level to, sit there is that we want something different. So what's nice about making 6 different posts is something that somebody probably hasn't already seen, and it's going to make them stop for 2 seconds if they can see themselves utilizing it. So there's all different ways. You can create kind of like a shop site, store site now, which is pretty new within the last couple months on Facebook. So literally a post of a photo that you put on your page, you can literally take that item. You don't have to use the hyperlink anymore, which is pretty boring. You can actually have the product tag. So whatever these earrings are that I'm wearing, these are a pair of Kendra Scott. Let's say I had them on my site, I was selling them. I can literally have this little item image underneath the post. All they have to do is click it and bam, it goes right to the site. Hopefully, they like the price, which pops up, and they can ultimately, buy it. And that way you can track it too. Another way that I'm going to simplify this too is user-generated content is so important. So user-generated content is your customers engaging with your product and wanting to tell the world, and not only tell the world, share it. And they're sharing it on social media, which is a huge platform to get out. They're wanting to tell people about it. And when it's positive, that is worth so much to you. It is priceless because that is free advertising. It is a free billboard that your customer who is already taking the time, taking their money and their energy, and they're posting about you. And what's great about it is if you are able to, you can ask rights to use the photos. You can actually make those images shoppable on your website or on your social media account, sharing with them. And, get people excited. And maybe it's somebody who, has the same kind of body shape as me. I can see it, be like, okay, I can relate. That looks like me now. I know how to, fit on me. Or I could see this amazing landscape and it can make me connect and think, wow, that is a trip that I want to go on. Or like I said, like a massage or a spa treatment that I'm like, wow, I could really go for a hot stone massage. I can relate to that. And so using user-generated content, basically, which is like a review on a website, is priceless, and you will be so happy with it. Another part about it too, and I can raise my hand, is when I've actually had a brand that I take in my photo, likes it, comments on it, and ultimately uses my photo, I'm so excited. It's a huge praise to me because that's the point of me posting a photo, is that the ultimate audience, the actual brand or service, approves of my photo and they think that it is so great that they actually want to use it. as a customer, that's what I want. That's acceptance. And who doesn't want acceptance? And so that's a way that you can get people excited, because I can tell you the more people post, more people will continue to do that, because it starts to become cool. It's the new thing. Another way that is priceless and people can get involved that won't cost you any money is through utilizing a hashtag. So you can create that through, your brand name, your product name, your service name, whatever it is. You can create a campaign through a hashtag during the season, or because it is a holiday. And I've seen an example, a big box store like Sephora, a corporate company, actually utilize specific hashtags for the holiday season. It's genius. And you can get people utilizing that. What's also great about hashtags, if your customers have their photos or their profiles public, it doesn't matter if they posted it 2 years ago or 2 hours ago. If they have that hashtag, you can utilize it and see it at any time, any day, as long as, like I said, their profile is public. So it's kind of keeping his, like a little picture book, which is very convenient. Again, you can do, maybe it's not dollars that you're able to at this time give up through, like I said, like a sponsored campaign on Facebook or through Instagram or Pinterest, but maybe you can give up a product, or you can give away some type of service. So let's say you're a car wash, for example. You could do a giveaway for free car wash for the next 5 times people come by. And for that, that's going to get people excited, because you're saving them money. Like, who doesn't like a clean car? Or maybe you are selling earrings, like I mentioned, or lipstick, or whatever it may be. Get people involved in a giveaway. And obviously, different social media outlets have different restrictions, but through them, you can get people, differentiating. They can like a photo. That's getting your engagement of your post up. You can get people to take friends. You can get them to share posts. You can get them to regram your photo. You can get them to, utilize a hashtag that you're wanting out there. So you can also get them, I think is really important, get them to share a story of how they would use your product or service or whatever it is that you're giving away, and get involved in it. And then be like, oh, well, how would you share it, and who would you share it with, and tag them. So it's getting that engagement rate up, and they're tagging their friend. And like I said, that person who usually takes 3 seconds of interest if they like something or not is now taking the time to go on your post, tag your friend, share a story, utilize a hashtag, jump through these hoops to get what it is for free. And that is what you need to utilize, because people like free stuff. I mean, it's just how it is. And so that's what's exciting, is that, like I said, within small businesses, yes, you can get overwhelmed within the cost of social media, the involvement. There's creations of now these pods where if you're on Instagram, and you're in a pod and you want to let people know that you posted a photo, because algorithms are off now, that, make sure you like my photo or comment it. That's great, because people don't realize within Instagram is that the follows that have the most followers or likes or people commenting a photo are going to be the first ones I see. And a lot of times that's why people, who are small business don't always show up to followers, or, their friends don't. And it can get so overwhelming, because you're wanting to spend this money, but are the right people seeing your posts, and are they actually stopping to click and ultimately do your goal? And that can be, overwhelming. So within it, you can create a pod. And with that, it could be similar, companies. It could be, at the time when you're starting off, just family members that you're saying, hey, go like my photo, go share it, comment it, whatever it may be. And it's just increasing that engagement, because then you're tricking Instagram to think that your algorithms are higher, and then you can keep coming top up, rather than getting hidden against, big box companies like Target or Best Buy or Nordstrom, and then you can kind of be in the running as well. So I mentioned this would be a short video. Close to 15 minutes. I apologize if it was a little too lengthy, but I could go on talking about this for hours. Like I said, if you can't afford a full-time employee to be able to help you out with this, consulting is the way to go. And within consulting, you're wanting to, probably have like a year contract with someone and soak as much information as you can from them, because social media is evolving and changing every single day on ways that you can increase your ROI, or increase your engagement, increase your followers, increase your likes, however it is that you are wanting to focus on. Social media is a great tool. Yes, you can end up spending a lot of money, but you can also choose to not spend any money as well if you do not need to, want to or can't afford it. So I hope this helped you out. If you have any other questions within specifically of consulting that I can maybe help you on within your business, or that you're thinking to start off to in the future, you can always feel free to email me with the one below, and it would be my absolute pleasure. So yeah, just want to do a little tidbit. So this is the first one on focusing on small business marketing within the social media realm of things. So hope this helped you all out, and shout with any questions. Thanks, guys.